Okay, concrete does two things. It gets hard and it cracks. That's what it is. Ha 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 ha. That's a joke. But when I'm looking at flat work and I'm trying to ascertain, whether it's serviceable or not, this slab has been around about as long as I've been around. So, performance base is doing fine. Is the crack larger than a 32nd of an inch? No. Is it in plane? Yes. It's not out of plane. Okay. So, and does the crack get smaller towards the outside edge than it does towards the middle? Yes, it does. So that's a typical crack. That's just what it is. But we're not here for that. We're coming over here for our electrical. Okay, we should not have an NM cable. Okay, if it's closer than 6 feet to the garage floor, it should have been protected, behind drywall. That would have worked, If it's not going to use drywall, it should be in conduit. Our leads going in here, okay, it's kind of long. It's got wires hanging out like that. Is that good? No, that's not very good. Not supposed to do that. All right, come over here. We got GFCI. I hope we do. Oh, we don't even have grounding. Okay, even though we've got a grounding wire, we do not have grounding. All right, so we don't have grounding in here. We do not have GFCI in here. All right. Our light does not have a protective cover, but what we're here for is the LiftMaster. Another shout out to Terry. Okay, doggy. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to do the disconnect. All right, and pull you down a little bit. This is good. We got a handle. We got a handle inside. That's a good thing. Our optic sensors are closer to the floor than 6 inches. Okay, that is a good thing. Then our wires, okay, I don't know about our wires. Okay, are they fastened with insulated staples? I can't tell where they're fastened. No, they're not. They are not fastened with insulated staples. That's a bad thing. We're supposed to have spring tension notices on the bottom corners of the first panel. Okay, our gasket is torn right in here, but the door is half open. It's ajar. Okay, well, what's the meaning of that? It means that our our spring, our counterbalance spring, is properly adjusted so it doesn't cause too much pressure to the door. Our courtesy lights are working. That is a good thing. Our control button is higher than 5 feet. Okay, so little hands can't get to it. That's a good thing. Our manual door lock has not been decommissioned to help prevent accidental damage to the door. To pick it up, okay. So, what else? Okay. Oh, and we do not have a warning notice. Now, you're supposed to have a warning notice on the door and a warning notice by the door button. Okay. Warning. Keep away from the lift handles when manually operating the door. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about operating the door with the door opener control. Okay, so we should have a warning notice here and a warning notice here. We should have spring tension notices there. Our gasket should not be torn over there. We should have insulated staples on our control wires. And again, you're not supposed to be able to lock that. Okay, let's see what we're going to go here. Let's see. And yes, it is loud. Okay. It needs to be adjusted. You hear all that squeaking? This is the spring that was properly adjusted. Okay. And this is the rafter. I said that rafter was split. I even took a picture of it. But look at there. It's just two-tone. It's two-tone. We got one split. We got one split rafter over there. But that was not split. But this is a loud garage door. So I made a business decision to do no harm. Okay. I do not do block tests. I have baked inside of your inspection report a link to instructions on how to do a block test. And the installers can demonstrate to you how to do a block test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big old flat zombie hoof, okay, and I'm going to break the beam optically, and that's how I'm going to see if we got any emergency reverse. Go down. Yay for emergency reverse. So let's recap this. I'm not going to talk about the electrical leads being too long. I'm not going to talk about the building paper. I'm not going to talk about the rotten wood seal. I'm not going to talk about this light that doesn't have a cover on it and that it has a pull switch on that. We're not going to talk about the fact that it's The system is not grounded inside the garage. We're not going to talk about whether we got GFCI or not. You're grounded, but no GFCI, so we're able to test the grounding on that. I'm not going to talk about the long leads. Okay, we're not going to talk about the split rafter. What we're going to talk about is the garage overhead door. That's what we're here for. It's supposed to be GFCI protected, and it's not. Okay, we're supposed to have spring tension notices on the corners, and we don't. We're supposed to have emergency notices on the door and the switch, and we don't. And our wire is not supposed to be secured with non-insulated staples. Those are supposed to be insulated staples. Those are the things.